Hey guys, Jane from Morning Dew Creations. So this is a collaboration with my grandmother, who is no longer alive and hasn't been alive for a long time. But I have a bunch of her watercolors, and I don't even know which direction she had this. Check out video 1 where it shows her entire piece. So I have been masking out some of her color, and this is what looks to me very much like a tree. Really, I'm going to transform it a bit, but it really just had that bird shape. And then she had all these tree shapes in here, and it just made sense. And like I said, I don't even know which direction she had it, but this is my collaboration with her. I'm using the DIY paint in vintage linen. So I don't know, I might throw some transfers on here today. I'm not even sure what I'm doing. I'm very intuitive, and that's what I always encourage you to do, is just go with the flow. I'm just gonna put a little pile on here. So I'm covering up a bunch of my grandmother's original marks, but turning it into something else. It was always meant to be, right? I don't know, I just love some of these marks that she made. They're so cool. I hate to cover them up, so I'm probably gonna put a nice big coat, large coat, heavy coat, whatever you wanna call it, of liquid patina over this, and then I can work into it a little bit more. That's like a hard bristle on it. I'm just gonna switch here because one is not serving me well today. I probably left it in a gel too long, and it needs the magic of the Paint Pixie brush soap to bring it back to life. I do like kind of that ethereal quality of this though, where I can really see some of the watercolor underneath. Some of it I want to see and some of it I don't. Like this needs to be kind of tightened up a little bit here. I am just gonna grab my spray bottle and just spray a little water into this paint. Because some of this blue is really cool. I kind of want to mask it out a little bit, but I also kind of want to see it. So that's why I'm thinning out my paint. I'm probably gonna have to cover that up, but right now I just like it so much. I'm leaving it for right now. Just spraying right into it now. Gonna throw a little bit down here. I'm gonna grab some more water, and then I'm gonna dry it with my heat gun and see what happens here. It's funny, as it starts drying, you can see like, well, that just needs a little bit more. So I'm gonna dry this, and then I'm gonna throw some liquid patina on here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna put a layer of liquid patina on this because I don't want the vintage linen to reactivate. So I've got my Dusty. I love it for spreading top coats. Big. And see how it is going to run the watercolor, and I'm just gonna kind of dab off, and that's okay for me anyway, because I'll work this in or work it out or whatever, right? So just really interested in protecting the vintage linen, and that's just to make sure I cover everything. This is a little bit of a textured board, so there's some kind of something on there. So I do have some pretty big brush lines from my top coat. That's just because, you know, I kind of slapped it on. So I'm just kind of wisping them out a little bit and it'll all dry fine. All right, so I'm gonna dry that. I'll be back. Okay, so this is where I'm at. I don't know, the birds might be too big for the top. It doesn't matter. These are looking pretty cool, okay? This thing is only just begun. I'm actually gonna go dig through my transfers and see if I can find something cool. So stay tuned. Okay, so I found some cool little pieces that I'm gonna put on here of transfers. And then I also have a couple of these pieces left too. They're just really, really pretty colors. So anyways, this is from that. It's the lavender collection bush. That just sounds weird. Lavender collection bush. Anyways, and then I have a bunch of these. Aren't these cool? From the same transfer. And then from the Somewhere in France transfer. Now remember guys, you can get all of these products on my website, morningdewcreations.com. It's from the Somewhere in France. This is this little part here. And I'm gonna kind of fit them together on the bottom of this watercolor canvas. I like how this kind of fit into here, right up. I tilted a little bit. So I just kind of like how it fills in the space. I have no idea what it even says. For me, that doesn't even matter. I'm just looking at shapes. Some of it kind of got stuck on the transfer sheet. So the liquid patina that I put on made a nice surface for this to transfer onto. If you find that your transfer isn't sticking, just put it back down and then re-burnish it. Just burnish it in as many directions as you can. This is an older transfer, and it's been sitting in humidity and whatever, it's been sitting around for a while. So I'm just being patient with it. You can see when it transfers though, especially on a piece like this, because you can see that it's down. I liked this text compared to some of the other smaller transfer, scripts or whatever, because this has like more of a brown tone to it, which really goes with my color scheme here. I'm just gonna take my finger and get that down. This, I like the coppery kind of color. It just brings a little subtle difference into here, but it also really looks nice with these colors. In this case, as I'm pulling it up, it looks like it's down and transferred, but when I pull it up, a couple of little pieces are still sticking. So just put it back down and burnish them on. All right, I really like how this is starting to look. It's kind of fun. So I'm thinking about putting these little brownish purplish daisies, brown gray purple daisies. That's what I'm calling them. I can't pick this one up. Let's just see if they look okay. I'm not committing to this right now, but I think they might be really cute. So, all right, so I have 3 kind of similar size and 2 similar larger size and 2 smaller. So I'm just gonna kind of see. I definitely think I want one here because some of that text ripped off and stuck to the backing, and so I have a pretty big white space right here. Like it a lot. Kind of like that. So again, this is the lavender. I think it's Lavender Bush Collection. I think it's wrong. I think the listing is wrong. Lavender Collection Bush. That just makes no sense. It's got to be the Lavender Bush Collection. This is a good one. I've used this on many, many things. And I'm really and truly just looking at the shape and I'm seeing how it fills up the white space. And does it look good? Is it balanced? Is it, does it fit? So this is how I go. I just fit in piece by piece. Okay, and this is where I'm definitely gonna end this time. So fun, it's fun so far, isn't it? I have no idea where it's going. You'll find out along with me. This is the end of video 2 and we will see you in video 3.